Hello everyone, welcome back for another deck concept video here on Ding. Today's theme is dinosaurs. There was a couple new cards that came out with the most recent set, and I decided to go with something nice and basic. Something with not too much thinking involved, just get things out fast and let the cards decide real quick. So let's get into it. Ixali's Lorekeeper, 1 casting cost, green for 1/1. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a dinosaur spell or activate an ability of a dinosaur source. I don't like this card particularly, but I did want a turn 1 mana producer because we have so many dinosaurs, and especially on turn 3, or in our case, if we have these out turn 2, that puts a lot of pressure on our opponent. It's not much useful for anything other than dinosaurs, but if we do have dinosaurs in our hands, this can get us over that hump real quick. Of course, what's a green deck without the Llanowar Elves? 1 green for 1/1. Tap to add a green. It's nice when you have nice big creatures. That tail swipe can just take them all out and leave our creatures hanging around. 1 green instant. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you cast this spell during your main phase, the creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Then those creatures fight each other. Great in mirror matches and great for nice sneak attacks when they're not expecting it. Belligerent Yearling, 1 red, 1 other for a 3/2 trample. When another dinosaur you control enters, you may have this creature's base power become equal to that creature's power until end of turn. This thing can get real big fast, and with his trample, it can actually become a real threat, so it's a good turn 2 play. It's Quinith, Firstborn of Gishath. 1 green, 1 red for a 2/3 haste. When it enters, you may pay 2. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Just another way to another cheap dinosaur, and a way for us to also take out their creatures should we have the extra mana. Giant Cindermaw, 1 red, 2 weather for a 4/3 trample. Players can't gain life. A lot of life gain in there, out there in the meta. This will just make it so that's not a problem for you. You can get off to your good fast start, drop that Cindermaw, and that way they can't get back into the game. With the new set comes a crap ton of new artifacts. This is one of my answers to that. Brotherhood's End. 2 red for 1 and 2 red, 2 red, 1 other for sorcery. Choose 1. Brotherhood's End deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, or destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. So you can take out the weenie hordes, or you can take out the artifact hordes. One of the cards from the new set I've been enjoying, Lumbering Worldwagon. 1 green, 2 other for a star over 4. This creature's power is equal to the number of lands you control. When this creature enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Crew 4. Many of the, well, actually pretty much all of the dinosaurs we have will be able to crew this on their own. So it's a good option to get it out, and then the next turn start attacking and start racking the lands up. Pugnacious Hammerskull. 1 green, 2 other for a 6/6. Whenever this creature attacks while you don't control another dinosaur, put a stun counter on it. We have so many dinosaurs, that's not a problem, so that means it's just a straight up 6/6 for 3 mana. I still consider this one of the best creatures Greens has right now. And sometimes I even put it in decks when I don't have any other dinosaurs, just because it's a 6/6 for 3 mana. That's gross, and really, that's where green should be, in my opinion. Green, with the power creep coming in with all these other colors, green's dominance of big beef that's cheap isn't so dominant anymore, so this was a nice throwback card. I love it. Regal Imperasaur. 2 green, 1 other for 5/4. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. Tribute to the World Tree. 3 green, enchantment. When a creature you control enters, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. It's a good card draw, and it pumps up our little weenie cards. Well, what few we have anyway. Skullspore Nexus. 2 green, 6 other, legendary artifact. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, create a green fungus dinosaur creature token with base power and toughness equal to the total power of those creatures. And tap 2, tap it, double target creature's power until end of turn. This is such a great artifact. It's one of my favorites. There's some artifacts that green has that always have ways to mitigate their casting cost based on whatever creatures you have. The Great Henge is another one I can think of. They're just wonderful to play with. I love them. This is one of my favorite artifacts. Whenever I have a chance to sneak it into a deck, I like doing it. And the lands is 1 mountain, 11 forests, 4 Copperline Gorges, 4 Carplusian Forests, and 4 Thornspire Verges. No tap lands that we can avoid. I'm not a fan of the Gorge, but I just like having that red mana early, and you don't want to take a chance and not get it. The World Wagon only brings out basics. And that's your deck, guys. As you can tell, the 3 casting cost is hit hard, so you want to get a mana producer out turn 1, and then turn 3 start rolling out in the pain. Sometimes they'll take care of it, sometimes they won't. If they don't, they could be in trouble real fast. Quite a few of these matches, I got 7 with this one. Quite a few of these matches were over so quickly simply because your opponent just did not have an answer for the big pieces of dinosaur beef you were putting on the board. Just another lumbering green red deck, right? Gruul. So there you go, guys. I'm going to be gone for a few days after this. Unfortunately, I had a family member pass away, so I've got to go deal with that. And I'm going to be out for the next 3 or 4 days, so enjoy what we have here. Always a reminder to treat each other well. You just never know when it's going to get taken away from you, right? So if you like what we see here, guys, I appreciate those subscriptions. We're getting near 400 now. 358, I think the last I saw, which is fantastic. The channel's been picking up, and I owe it all to you guys. So I really appreciate you guys hanging around and checking things out and showing the interest. Drop a like on the video so YouTube can share it, and drop me a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next deck concept video. Have a good one. Time for some more Magic Arena. Kirito, our opponent. I will go first, and I actually have a lawnmower elf to do it. Optimized turn 1. As soon as Kirito decides if they're playing, they are. All right. Hey, bear. Hey, tiger. Boros? A scavenger. We don't like that. We all know what's coming next, so we're not going to do any big fancy plays. We're just getting rid of that scavenger. Do not want. Do not like. See you later. Because we all know the ghost enchantments next. I will have to save it for that, I guess. No point in attacking. They have enhancements waiting to go. Scavenger. Here comes the enchantment we're all knowing they all have. Oh no, not that one. Though that is one of the many I suspect. It is, after all, an enchantment deck. Borrow. So where's the mouse? Where's the mouse, Kirito? You don't have an answer. Oh, look at that. Huge. Huge punch to the head. He's going to try and end her fast, it looks like. Isn't that fun? Well, let's try the race. So many options. All for them. Potentially even done right now. They dropped that first strike enchantment of theirs. If not, they're going to hang back and defend. So that's the only option they have. All buffed on one creature. Well, that's a lot of eggs. Oh, the ugliness continues. Oh yeah, it looks like we did. They do have it. Oh, what do you have? Because I'm going to try and hit you really hard this turn. Oh, well, it was hard enough to win, I guess. Wow, that was a one-trick pony, eh? Speaking of which, let's go into our next match and see what else we can find. See you guys soon. Justin Nath. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us for some Magic Arena. Standard ranked best of one. Go second. Llanowar Elf though is a nice option. So, and we do have a turn 2 in case they mow the elf down. As soon as they decide what they're going to do. Tap land. I do not take so long to play. I think before I act. Most times. My Orzhov lockdown deck will hang as a shame of me not thinking enough. Let's try and do better this time, right? He wants the elf dead because he doesn't want to let me have any advantage. I don't mind I go for the throat being used on the elf. Well, let's make him scared of more elves, because I guess that's all we have. Now you're afeared. Very afeared. I'm going to drop some big 5 casting cost beastie if you don't kill those elves. Look at all that death sitting in my hand. If only they knew, they would not be panicking over those elves. But I don't mind them getting rid of them. Cards wasted on 1/1s are not going to be cards wasted on the rest of my cards. Stocking up, eh? That's not a bad card. Looking at the top 5 is pretty gross. Should we just put that down now and get the... Or should we just do both? Yeah, let's just do both. We're missing a good potential punch from the yearling. Nice 6 to the melon, but now they've got some things to think about. If they're at 4 mana, they'll still have potential answers to my whole board. But for now, I think the Imperasaur is their concern. Wow. Yep. That's an elf bait for sure. Do it again. He does do it again. Now we're going to punch you. I'll punch you really hard. That's a nice bite. Just in half, cut in half. And concede. Too much dino speed. Let's race off to the next match. Hang tight, guys. Hey, everyone. Aussie Ponage is our opponent. Going first, no turn 1, but we do have a turn 2. And let's work with that. Jump our World Wagon out on turn 3. And roll. As soon as the Aussie from down under decides what they want to keep. Verge. Verge, verge. Tap land, eh? Well, here's my yearling. Be afraid. Ooh. Oh no. Let's get the worldwide. See, he's got its enchantment. I don't like it. I'm getting rid of it. I have to. I just can't let them have it. And we're just going to hit you for the 4 and waste the turn. You have less creatures on board. Well, doll maker. You were going to make a doll, weren't you? Well, let's get a land. Punch over another 3. Take any action. Bring in the forest. Hitting you for 3. All the options. I have a doll maker shop. I don't know if this guy's gonna like what we got coming here soon. Oh yes, definitely. And you too. Yep, this is going to be a painful punch for you, Aussie Ponage. Ooh. That's a punch. I don't think you're going to... Well, you're not going to live longer. Are you? Dinosaur wins. You guys won for watching, and I'm going to try and keep winning. Hang in there. Let's go watch another match. Victor Miz. Hey everyone. More Magic Arena time. Standard rank, best of 1. A lot more elves. They took a mulligan. All sorts going on here. Let's see if the elves live past turn 1. In which case we'll get our Hammer Skull out right away. No Scavenger. Phyrexian. Oh no, poison. That's probably worse. Do I bother? We're playing black for sure. We're playing Phyrexian. They can kill the elf next turn. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Because the elf's just going to die and then we won't have a turn 2 play at all. This way here at least we got something, right? Hit me with your little nasty piece of poison. Now we'll have the elf out there at least. Does he have a way to protect himself? I'd say probably. So let's find out. Get it out of his hand now. Wow, we killed it. Well, that's a nice feeling. We're going to block because we don't want any more poison. The name of this game is poison and we don't let him have it. And we can cast things now, so not as big a deal. Yeah, we'll go with the hammer. Hammer them with the hammer. Hammer time. Hammer time for the big V. Not a big a deal. Not so big a deal. I know we have to be careful though. We're not going to be able to attack just yet. We don't like this guy at all. He's not going to be attacking much because he's running out of mana. For which we will supply in plenty. Just one attack. Let's start softening him up. Ooh, nice soft inner core. Pick, pick. Dinging yourself. Ooh, no. Parasaur? No, a Hammer Skull. It doesn't like the big beef. We get to kill one of them. Until he gets a load of not being able to gain any life soon. Wait till he starts having to block things because my giant dinosaurs are coming. Wait till he gets a load of dying because he couldn't bother being blocked anything because he knew he was doomed. Poison decks. Yuck. Well, let's go play another match and rid ourselves of that taint. See you guys in a few seconds. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another match here on Standard Rank Best of 1. Mr. Azek is our opponent, and we have very little happiness going here. Well, maybe there are going to be a weenie deck, right? Let's look at the ways we can take them. Well, these days when I see that, I automatically think of mill decks now. A lot of Dimir mill decks running around. Yeah, I'll put one of those together, I think, once I'm back from my trip. Once I'm back from my doing things. Alright, what are you gonna do? You could die. Probably will. Hi, Malcolm. We're attacking. I don't mind that at all. Drop our Regal next turn. And see what Malcolm has for us. Oh, Lord of the Rings fan. Great books. Listened to the audiobook just recently there. Just last summer. Fantastic language. That, and I listened to Stephen King's Dark Tower series. Another fantastic series of books. Well, I guess we'll bring out one of our Imperasaurs. Judging by the pause, he's either got a cut down in his hand or an unsummon type card. Punch. Throw it a Spell Pierce. I'm so sad that's back. That's such a nasty card for 1 mana. Fun. Discard deck, eh? Well, we want that. Well, let's attack with the Parasaur first. See what happens. He doesn't want to take too many 5 damages to the head, right? Throw 1 Spell Pierce, he must have another. No, he's just not afraid of anything. Been meaning to try to make a deck around Monument to Endurance as well. Lots of cycling to throw into it. He's probably looking for another mana for board clear, I bet. He did have another Spell Pierce. Shield Judge we're not afraid of. No, I'd almost say if he doesn't have a 1 mana thing, 1 mana, he's gonna die. He's gotta unsummon my Imperasaur or perish. There I come, Mr. Azek. You don't get how screwed you are, I think. This Skullspore Nexus. Oh, he just got out of it. He has to block though. He didn't. Well then, you just die now. The Nexus. Backdoor win again. Mr. Ezek, read the card. Describes the card. Alright, let's go play another match. See you guys in a bit. Oh, here we go. Going first. Akinius is our opponent. And we even have a turn 1 play. Oh. The World of Abundance is ours. World Wagon turn 2? Well, no we can't, because the Lore Keeper can't help me with that. Boo. Oh well, let's get the Yearling out. Attack for 1. Lore Keeper can do that. All the turn 3 dinosaurs I have, couldn't find one. Now we're wondering what they're going to do now. At least the World Wagon will be out next turn. Oh, will it? Why not? Let's attack. Oh. Well, let's see what we got here. There we go. We found his niche. Hi, Spell Pierce. I was just dissing you last game. I don't like you. You're a mean card. Oh, look at that. I think we were just playing a deck like you. Well, let's hit you for another 4. I mean, it's not like I needed the World Wagon anyway. Sitting on 6 mana. Gross. Self-mill. You're a strange dog, Mr. Cat. But I probably shouldn't have done that. Trying to get anxious here to zip through the mana, but we're now in the 5 range. We all know what it comes with 5 mana on a blue-white deck. Board clear. Sunfall says what? Oh, good. Exile the card. Oh, wow. We could be possibly even winning this. I've been scared. Oh, he even threw it away. Sunfall. Gross. Hello? He's got options. He must have options. No, he has no options. He's just dead. Whatever he wanted to do, he could not do it. Well, that's like 6. So let's try and get ourselves one more and do a deck wrap up. See you guys in a few seconds. Hey guys, let's play one more match of Standard Rank Best of 1, eh? Janax Drill 1625 is our opponent. And we don't have any good turn 1 or 2 plays. Ugh. Hate hitting that button. And we still don't. We still don't. We're not taking 2 though. 2 is just death. 2 I must have to hit the concede button. Really 1 I should hit the concede button. Hi fungus. Funky fungus. I think we're in a lot of trouble. I'm sure you get to make lots of plays. Well, we're going for the World Wagon so we can get a land out there. Let's get ourselves a green mana, right? You want to kill a fungus, you'll have to do it now. Hit me for 1, sacrifice it, eat the wagon. Well, at least I got a land, right? Death touch. Don't like you either. Let's wait to see what else happens. We might cast this guy too. That's a gross little card. That one ability. That's a lot of land. That's what we wanted. Alright, let's hit him for 5. I don't know if we're going to win this race though. He's got an incredible amount of land out there already. Hi, Elder. You're going to eat my Nexus. Well, do we attack first? He can kill both of our creatures, but we can kill both of his. And we need to do it before he takes out my Nexus. Maybe he'll be foolish enough to let him through. Another backdoor Nexus win would be nice. You had to go that way, right? Huh. Well, I could double the Cindermaw and knock him down to 5. But I think we're going to double the Parasaur and get ourselves a 10-10. And then we're going to kill the Elder with our newly minted 10-10. For I do not like you, Elder. Now I like you much better. The graveyard with thee. Jackson Drill drops an elf. Oh, there goes my Nexus. Already did some shenanigans for me though, so I'm appreciating that much better. Why wouldn't you gain? Oh, you didn't. You ran out of green mana. Huh. Well, let's attack with these at least and see what happens. Frillback will take out the Cindermaw. A lot more elf blocks the dinosaur. And Old Wagon gets me a land. End of turn. Sure is a lot of mana over there. You can destroy artifacts by attacking. Well. Let's give you something to block then. Yeah, we'll go for Lancer. Down to 1. Down to 1 with a trample creature out there. Do we worry about a board clear? There's not too many blue-green board clears. Let's see what he has. The Prodigy could attack, and then he gets to eat my World Wagon. The Elder can also now, if he drops a creature, can eat my World Wagon. Yeah, we knew it was coming. I don't understand how you're gonna live, sir. Oh, that's how you're gonna live. Good play. Oh wait, Cindermaw. Yeah. Cindermaw says, no, you can't have mana. Or you can't have hit points. And that won us the game. Well, there you go. There's your sample size. 7 wins. Dino power. Some of these matches were so fast, your opponent never gets to set up. It just rolls. Probably, I would say it was a B tier, really. It's not an A or S. It's not going to crush. There's a lot of artifacts in the meta right now. That's why we have that artifact sorcery, but I think it's a decent deck. It's fast. I mean, essentially, one way or another, you're going to know if your matches are done or not. The Nexus is really important. So, there you go, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button so you can catch the next video when it comes out, and give me a comment and put a like on the video so we can share the love. Thanks everyone, and you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you when I get back from my trip. Have a good one.